goes by T-REV, so we'll call him that as well. And he joins us now.
People get killed for other stupid choices. Standing up for the families that took a loss. This something that we find important. Rap game strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it will lead up. All my life I strive for greatness. I'm manifesting my time with patience. People trying to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have it back. So I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to read what I see. Don't forget to lock your doors, cause there's danger all up in these streets. Y'all really put life into the air that I breathe. I really am thankful for all of my peeps.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. Let me know if you hear me, by the way. What's going on, Rachel? Welcome. Lucky Phil, what's going on? What a sad day. Yeah, they're saying that they found her, you know, at the Trinity River. Let me make sure my shit's right, though, before I start talking. Maybe I should have did that before I came on, right? We're good, though. Shout out to everybody in here. It is 2/20/2024. Truth don't lie, damn not what we were hoping for. RIP. I told you I had a feeling in my stomach. I just did.
Out. This is
and Grizzy Hood News was out there like what 30 minutes ago, and this is live on to see what it was looking like, kind of at this time.
Been established as some kind of scene of interest, you guys. I'm gonna go where media is going right now, and just wanted to touch base with everyone. Trinity River. That's where a lot of media is set up, and we're heading out to a press conference, you guys. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be going live out there, but yeah, we're here on the Trinity River Bridge. Lots of people parked off to the sides.
We're gonna find out more information. Again, there's a presser at 4, so I just keep asking myself why. Same thing. Julie, sounds of silence. What's going on? Good morning to you too. Cheech Brown, welcome to the stream. Peggy Tate, welcome to the stream. As you guys are coming in, make sure you hit the like button and continue to spread this story. Remember, they said multiple persons of interest. They have one guy, their main person of interest. So let's see what happens from here on out. But yes, she has been found in the Trinity River.
See if I can get, hold on, friends. What's up with it, hoodies, peeps?
Audrey has been found deceased. So sad.
We are out here, folks.
Okay, good.
We are out here. And
Lexi.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out to the DPS conference. But yeah, there's a perimeter that's been set up on the other side. This is the Trinity Garden River. Just wanted to share with you guys. After the press conference, I'm gonna come right back here, and we'll be out here, friends. This is in regard to Audrii Cunningham. Keep baby girl in your prayers, man. We don't know what's going on exactly, but we're gonna find out shortly. Press conference coming up. Now there's debate about whether it's at 3 or 4. I'm just gonna get out there right now. I'm letting you guys know right now. There's no activity too much on this side.
Hold up. I'm trying to find something real quick.
Hey, how are you doing, sir?
So was it down on the? I wonder where at that they found it. I mean, we're gonna hear more about that again. It's gonna be pretty.
I didn't even catch the ride. I came straight over.
What's going on, bro? Welcome.
My car, man. Oh shit. Hold on, friends.
It's crazy. You said no, this can't be. Yep, they found her. They found her over here, the Trinity River, right? That's what they're saying. But where, we don't know. Let's see what let me turn the volume back up just in case we hear something. So you see multiple people standing right here, setting up down there.
What is going on out here, y'all? And then I gotta hurry up and get to the thing because we don't have clear understanding whether this is at 3 or 4.
What's going on, Cold Case? Welcome.
This press conference, so I gotta get that to y'all too. Oh my God.
Nikki, welcome. You're welcome.
I don't know what's going on.
You said, is this true? They have found her? Yes. Here is where they found her. We're waiting for the press conference to come out. Vivian says, bless that precious baby. So sad. Tracy, thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thank you for the month. Crazy Nurse, what's going on? T-REV, hey buddy. RIP Audrey. And as I was talking about this the other night, I told you I had a bad feeling. And if you came over with us on the other channel, there's some things that are making sense now. Water. I'm just saying, Chris. So what's going on? Said fuck, man. Linda Lou, nice to see you. Hey, T-REV in chat. So sad. Definitely
What's going
super
on, you
sad.
guys?
I didn't see this.
Damn.
I didn't see this at all.
Helicopters are flying over.
I wonder if they got helicopters.
And I'm gonna head back out, friends. I'll be right back.
Let's see if we can find this.
Are y'all going to the press conference? Okay. Do you know 3 or 4? Okay. All right, cool. Sorry, y'all. Oh my goodness.
Helicopter. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can find it.
So they got red perimeter tape. I don't know what's going on, you guys. I'm gonna.
So they did have a helicopter, but this helicopter was over top of Lake Livingston Dam. All right, this is over Lake Livingston Dam. Hold up. Holy, see, look right here. This one, I don't see any others. They had this one out there. I don't see any others. It does say Lake Livingston Dam under. I don't know this area very well. Maybe some of y'all do. I don't even know if you can see Trinity from up here. But this is from the other day. I'm just trying to get a peep of the area, by the way. It was 2 days ago. What's going on, Foxy and the Boxy? Welcome to the stream, Kelly. It is super sad. And I had a feeling that this would be that. We heard that he was playing games. So Tess, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't think that's from the other day. I don't think that's the Trinity.
I'm so sick to my stomach, you guys.
Mushroom Mama,
we don't know what's been found. We don't know anything. I'm telling y'all that right now. Don't let nobody say nothing different. Hey, what's up, friend? I know who you are. It's Grizzy. Nice to meet you.
All right, so hold up. I do want to say this. I'm glad that they found her, right? But I hope that they have what they need to pursue charges. I hope that everything is there. The evidence that they need for this case is there. I hope it is. And I think it definitely should be. It definitely should be. What's going on? Killer Duck Australia. So sad. She had no chance. She disappeared on the 14th or was it the 15th? It was Thursday. So whatever date last Thursday was. Glad you tuned in, Rev.
See you again.
Yeah, we're waiting. I'm looking for more shit too on surrounding this story. I don't see anything so far.
Are you going to a press conference? Yeah. Is that 4? Okay, cool.
Hold on, I don't see anything.
Yeah, same. Once again, you guys, we don't want to speculate. We don't know what exactly they found out here. Hey, what's up, friends? How y'all doing? Hey, what's up, friends? How y'all doing? Okay.
Did you guys see? I want to talk with you guys about this too a little bit. Did you see the screenshots of Audrey's mom? I think she said she had to take like 3 polygraphs, or is that just standard that they do that during polygraphs, that they have you take the test multiple different times? Sugar and Spice, what's going on? Can we just say a prayer? Absolutely. I think that we should say a prayer for sure. And just bow your heads and let's say a prayer silently together. Moment of silence for Audrii Cunningham. So God, when I'll say one out loud too, God, please, we ask that you bring justice for the family of Audrii Cunningham. We hope that you can provide some answers to what has taken place and help us push something forward, Lord. We are asking you to come down and heal this family and help them push forward to heal with what happened to Audrii Cunningham and help again to bring justice for her in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Now let's leave it at, like, honestly, I really hope that they have everything that they need for this investigation. I really do. 11 years old. You got to think about that. 11 years old. And I think Audrey law should be a thing. I talked about it the other night, and I'll say it again today. I think that Audrii law should be made after this, where kids should not be able to be with sexual predators that can friggin', if it should be illegal for you to allow your kids around a sexual predator. It just really should be. I think that should be a new law. And I don't know what we would have to do to try to push that forward, or maybe even get that heard by the right person. But honestly, things got to change, because predators you just can't change a lot of these people. They're not, you can't rehabilitate these people. Allegedly. Again, we're waiting for things to come out, the whole story together. But again, allegedly, there needs to be some changes. And after we see these details that come out about this story, that's when we can start really diving in on things that need to be changed in this country. But again, she should have never ended up in this man's vehicle, this man who was enticing kids. Just saying.
Man, this is so sad, you guys. Man, I know you guys are. This is in regards to Audrii Cunningham. Look, they got DPS. It looks like DPS. I don't know what these vehicles are. There's red perimeter tape. Oh, Jesus, friends. It's so scary.
Yep. You said Audrii's law and Harmony's law, to not be able to take your kids across state lines to live with crooked criminal parents.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Please, Lord.
Hold up. What are we looking at right now?
Oh my God. Can you guys still hear me? Please do not call me on Facebook. Do not call me, man.
Hold up. So did they find her in this area up here? Because we see the red tape here. And shout out to Grizzly Hood News. If you do not know who Grizzly Hood News is, show her some love. She went out there and she's doing her thing, right? You gotta show her some love. I'm dropping her link down here right now. 1 second. Shout out to her for being out there on the scene too. Grizzly Hood News on Facebook. Make sure you follow her. She has been covering this case extensively out there, boots on ground, like JLR.
I don't know. We don't know what this means, you guys. Nobody's been given any information. I left my car running and everything, y'all.
That's crazy. For a year.
They whatever this has been a place that's been established as something, like a perimeter's been established. We could say those things, but we don't know what exactly has gone down or what exactly is happening.
So again, here I could see the red tape up here, and that's what some of the posts that I was seeing in here. Let me go back and look. See if I could pull up a screenshot for you guys here. Yeah, right here. It was on. I'll pull it up so you guys can see for yourselves. Open in browser right here. Look. Audrii Cunningham missing, body found in Trinity River. So they're saying that. Where's this actual? Because I can't find this Fox post anywhere. I'm looking for it. 1 second. I see Fox 26 Houston, but it's not showing me what you just posted there, though. I don't know why I can't find that article. That same article that you posted in Discord, I'm not seeing that, Julie. I can't find that on the internet, though. Like, that ass. I don't know if they deleted it real fast or what, but you might have been the only one to see that. In case you guys can see it, because I can't see it. Nikki Valentine says they need to look up missing children cases in areas he's lived in before now, too. I'm not sure this would be his first go at this sickening. Fun Side says, my guess is if that piece of shit did take the cops to where Audrii was found, it was so he could get the charges lowered and to not get the death penalty as part of as part of like a plea deal. That would really make me angry. Press conference is at 4 p.m. they're saying. So in 30 minutes. That's what they're saying. Down River Rocks. I need everyone to give extra hugs and kisses to your kids or call them. Tell them you love them.
Bing bang.
Grizzly is at the presser live. Oh, before they start? Is that what you mean? She's there now before they start? You must be talking about this.
Hey, hoodies, peeps, it's your girl Grizzy.
I'm gonna get all of these presser feeds up and see which ones.
What's up with it, friends?
Audrii.
Mind check. Mind check.
So I just drove out here. We're at the Polk County Jail, the law enforcement center. Here we are, friends, just waiting. Just waiting to hear what's going on, man. A lot of people were hugs and tears and all that stuff, man. We got media from everywhere coming out.
Okay, I found it. I found it
we're
right
just
here.
waiting now. So this is where I'm gonna live stream.
Hold on, let's pause this real quick. I'm gonna show you. I found it right here. So it says Search News located her body in the Trinity River near Livingston, Texas, where she went missing. Now this is the actual post. Audrii Cunningham missing body found in river. Right? I don't think there's any story to it. Yeah, there is right here. An Amber Alert was issued for Audrii on Thursday, February 15th, when she didn't get on the school bus in her Livingston area neighborhood and never made it to school. Don Stephen McDougal is the last person to be with 11-year-old Audrii Cunningham, according to officials. Our investigation into McDougal shows he has an extensive criminal history with multiple violent convictions. Now that's just that. Let's see what video they have here. Search crews located her body in the Trinity River near Livingston, Texas. Okay, there's that. So this is a shot. I guess an overview shot, maybe a drone, possibly a drone. I don't know if it's a chopper or not. Thank you, T. I appreciate the support. This ain't done yet. There's a lot to talk about with this still. They haven't pressed charges or anything or charged. I wonder if we're going to hear about charges at this press conference, at this presser anyways. Do you guys think that we'll hear that there's been an arrest? Audrii looks just like Summer, Autumn says. Ocean Girl says he should have never been near this child. Absolutely not. Audrei's law. That should come out after this. Audrei's law. That should show, hey, this is gonna be a trend here. This is gonna be an ongoing trend, and there's gonna be a lot of households all over America that with people that have someone like this around, and that's just a fact. That's just a fact. There's gonna be someone like this guy in a lot of households right now, and if a law like Audrei's law that I've been talking about, and that would help, hold a lot more people accountable, not just being around that person, especially somebody like a sex offender that has to register. I'm just saying, at least suspicion of murder. What do you mean at least suspicion of? Oh yeah, for sure. Grandma and father should be charged. She's a little girl. Eddie says, yes, I believe they will announce charges against McDougal. Now, also, people were talking somebody called in the other night and said they knew the family. Now, I don't know this to be true, but they were like, that family is into drugs majorly. Do you guys remember that phone call from the other night? It was some woman that called in and said she knew him. Yeah, I've started plenty of petitions. There won't be another one. It's not a problem to start another one. Off the record, this is awful, unbelievable. So I'm guessing this might be on the other side where Grizzly News was. She probably was on the other side of this. Across the way, I think. It looked like she was across the river. He said, please. Thank you, Irish Gal. I appreciate the support to the channel. Thank you. Crazy. Damn, it's a long video with no sound. But this is the investigation. This is them. This was just posted too. What we got here, what you're looking at right now is just posted. If you're coming in right now, also breaking news, Audrii Cunningham, 11-year-old, went missing on February 15th. I've been working on this story around the clock. I'm deep into a docuseries. I mean, I literally stayed up a whole entire day. Didn't go to sleep from the live that I went the prior night to literally work and gather all the facts into this case to put into one video like we do with all the other cases that we cover. So I had to put the Kansas City 3 docuseries to decide to work on this one. I've been so involved in trying to find the right facts around this case, and also dive in deep on who Audrii was with and who were the people that she was with and that had custody of her. Why was this dude in this household, right? Why was he there? That's another thing that I'm looking into. I just don't get how sexual predators end up in a household like this and are allowed to be around children. I mean, do people not understand the risk that you're putting them at? You're putting them at a high risk to, possibly be groomed, killed. And this is a good example of it right here. A prime example of it. And it's going on in America right now as we speak. As we are talking right now, there is kids being groomed somewhere. So do I think Audrii's law, if it is made, can make a difference in the United States of America? Absolutely, I do. I think it'll, make more people more accountable. I mean, sure, could it ruin a household? Yeah, but at the same time, it could save a child's life too. It might break up a family. Let's just get to that. It might break up a family. That type of shit after something like this, but still though, that's better than her or him being around said person who was grooming them. I'll tell you that much. It's better than that. It's better than that. It's better than them, being groomed and touched their whole life to where they become an adult and are scared to talk about it, and to the point where they come out and talk about it. Just is what it is. It's crazy. Thank you again, Irish gal. I appreciate it. And Peggy, thank you. You are supposed to register here in Texas, said Mandy. We don't need any more examples. Well, we got 20 minutes, so you know what? I'll open up the phone lines. Like, what are you guys thinking about as her body was found today? I actually will open them up before the presser. The presser does begin at 4:00, and we will be locked in on it. But I will open the lines up for maybe 2 calls if you get through 6 minutes each person. So that'd be like 2 calls. 219-885-9693. What's your thoughts now that little Audrii Cunningham's body has been found in the Trinity River? Laura says, I agree. So that whatever, taking a boat up out of there. I have 3 daughters and I'm with you. Only their dad in my case. He's a great dad. But as far as other men, hell no. Mama Mimi says, Miss Shauna Lee says definitely add harsher penalties. The penalties got to go up big time. They definitely got to go up. Oh crap. I have 2 of them open. Oops. I seen one come through already. Who's that? Try again. It just doesn't ring at first for some reason. I don't know why. These grandparents are not allowed to live. Hold up. You said these grandparents are allowed, or these grandparents that allowed him to live close to her need to be held accountable. This is ridiculous and could have been prevented. His last crime wasn't a registered crime. No, he never had to register, K-Pick says. Cynthia, hell, if my young daughter isn't in school, she is with me, Cynthia said. Sounds of silence. I'm crying. This is an innocent baby. Why God bless this family and nation who are hurting. Yeah, definitely. I see some people calling, but it's not ringing. Like I seen 813 call. I seen 564 call. I've seen it's ringing right now. It just didn't sound off. 934 just called. Okay, there we go. 813, what's going on? You're live.
Yo, T-REV.
What's going on, Haps?
Bro, wait, sorry, I just tuned in. I'm confused. Wait, they found her, or they're
Yeah, they
about to
found her.
tell?
They found her in the
They
Trinity River.
found her in the river?
Yeah, in the Trinity. Yeah, in the Trinity River.
Oh my God. Yeah, because I just Googled news, but no articles popped up. They just said something about an update.
This river that everybody's looking at right here.
Yeah, that
I have
one.
on the
Oh my
screen.
God.
Yeah, this is the scene.
And I keep reading in the chat, people keep talking about the grandparents. What about them?
What do you mean? What about the grandparents? That's who she
Yeah,
lived with.
I
That's
just
who
keep
she
seeing.
lived with. And how you
Oh,
end
that's
up in a vehicle with a predator? That just shouldn't happen.
Oh,
You
okay.
should not be
For some
allowed to
reason,
be. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. I just keep seeing. I didn't know that. I thought that she was living with somebody else who had them and that guy was living in the house. He was the roommate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, the presser is in about 18 minutes. You know, so
Okay.
we'll be
Sorry,
back
I was
in.
just confused. I didn't know what
No,
was going on, but no.
no,
God,
you're
that's so
good.
sad. And they're gonna announce who. So that guy must have told them where she was, or they just happened to find her.
That's a great question, Hash. That's a great question. And maybe they divulge that information at today's presser, which, you know, that's the thing. That's why they do these pressers, is to put out as much information as they possibly can, but they're definitely not going to put out anything that'll hinder their investigation. That's for damn sure. They'll give out as much as they can, but they will hold back crucial details. And we know that.
Yeah, no, that's true. I just wasn't sure because if you had found out all this other stuff, I just wasn't sure if they had announced that as well. Because they also aren't going to tell everything because of till the court date, right? That's how it works.
Yes, I mean,
Okay.
we'll find out. I don't even know. They haven't even put charges for it on this guy, so I don't know what's going on there. But as you remember, it did. If you do remember that broadcastified message that came across that said, that you know, he confessed to 11-year-old girl, or somebody confessed to 11-year-old girl's murder, blah blah blah. Remember that?
Yeah. No, I remember. In broadcastify, is that just people who tune in to the scanner and then they update everybody else? Like, who's in charge of that website?
Not sure, to be honest with you. They have multiple different counties on there around the nation you can go to and listen to police scanners. If they have them on there, you'll be able to click and just listen, right?
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I'll let someone else call.
There's a bunch of different ones though. You got Open MHZ, you got 5.0, you got, I just can't remember the other ones, but those are the certain ones that I'm familiar with.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure because I know you were talking about it a lot, but I wasn't sure if it's just like people who listen and they like a message board, or if it's you can actually hear for yourself the scanner thing.
Yeah, you can hear for yourself in live time. If you guys remember when we were covering Cavalcante, we heard him be arrested first here. It was like 17,000 people with this bad boy when that happened too. I was like, damn, what did they just say? And they were all cheering on there.
Remember? Yeah, I remember. Dang, well, that's so sad. Well, I hope that this guy, since he's already been caught, he just lets the family know what exactly happened so they don't sit and wonder.
Well,
I feel like that's always the worst part about all this, is when like they find the kid or they find the person, and then the guy's like how Brian's doing, if he did do it, and they just make you sit and wait, and so you just don't know exactly what's happening. Because even though you find someone, the whole like not knowing what exactly happened is probably even worse than when they first go missing, because then you wonder, like, did they suffer? Was it quick? Like, what exactly happened? And then not knowing that is like a double whammy to the person whose family member went missing.
That river's still moving, somebody said. Is that where he was the other day? I don't know. That's a good question too, Teresa. They were searching the Livingston. Wasn't it the Livingston Dam they were searching? But I have no idea if that's where he took him or people seen him at. I think that Miguel Benavidez dude would be able to explain that better.
Yeah. Dang, somebody's mad at me in the chat. They're saying, did I just join the party? Yeah, I have no clue. I literally just tuned in. I have no clue. I didn't know how they found her, if they announced that they found her. But anyways, I'm gonna let someone else call in. I found out what I wanted to know.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I appreciate you, Ash. Right. Thank you for calling in.
No worries. But
keep
have
sharing.
A good day. Bye.
Lock your doors. We appreciate her. I get it. She's just trying to figure out what's going on. I understand. Some people aren't caught up, like myself the other day when I dove in live. I wasn't caught up with the story, but I wanted to push it out there as soon as I read it. So I seen somebody say Fox 26 live, but we'll see. Let's check. We're getting the presser up as soon as it goes, which is at 4 o'clock.
Because I don't understand that.
Yeah, so I do the hair extensions. I have hand tied extensions.
This is what, yeah,
and
that's, we're not watching no hair extensions. You know, you said 526. A lot of them boys are on hair extensions. Hold on, I'm gonna get you the presser though. 1 second. I got you. I wonder if they're gonna show it on here too. Okay, I see this.
The
I see this.
the conference, the
That's
briefing,
what I see right
whatever
now.
they're gonna tell us, man. Yeah, very sad, man. I know. I cried in my car, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I had a good cry.
Now this was right before as they're setting up right now. Again, it's at 4 o'clock. That's in about 13 minutes, and we definitely are catching that here. So I don't see him set up right now. I do see him talking though. No, this was the live area just a moment ago though. Again, this was the live area a moment ago. That river looks sketchy, like mud flowing. You can't even see in this. Look, let's scoot up a little bit and go up more into here and look into the water. This is the area that she was found in. Right there. Now I wonder if she had got pushed up on the side or what. I don't know if this dam flows into here. Does anybody know if the dam flows into this? Dad let the monster live there too also. Whoa. Care for the mentally ill grandma so he could work away from home. Skate mom says, I hope she didn't suffer for a long time. Audrii Cunningham. All right, I'll open the lines back up. I'll take one more before the presser. I'll take one more call before the presser. Go ahead. 469, what's on your mind? Talk to me. Damn, 469 hung up quick. 469 hung up quick. $580, you're on the show. Talk to me.
Hey, T-REV. It's been a long time. It's Okie Angel.
What's going on, Angel? How you doing, Okie?
Hey, I have a couple questions on this. I've been following this along with you. Well, I've been following you for a long time. But my number one question is, some of those, either one of the press conferences or one of the interviews, it was the family didn't really know this guy very long.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct?
Right.
They just allowed him to move in the backyard in a camper?
Yeah, I heard the full details on that, or some details on that, but I think that we will gather those full details as this goes along. But yes, they're saying that he lived in a camper on the property.
It's like, who does that? You just don't trust people these days. I mean, okay, and has the dad gotten home yet? I mean, is he still out on a boat? Because I know they have ways of getting them off that boat and getting them back.
Damn. Yeah, I have no idea.
Anybody know that?
Do they know what?
Anybody know if the dad's even reached it back to the mainland yet?
Nope. I don't know that. I haven't seen that. Nope.
See, that's all kind of strange. And another thing that's strange to me is reading those messages yesterday that you were showing.
Yeah, those.
Didn't the mom mention by the river, by the bridge or something? So she kind of knew what area that I guess the little girl liked to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So is it possible that he took her there because she liked that area and she was okay with that? Thinking he's a family friend. I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around this, other than the fact that he knew he was in trouble. He got arrested. And he just wanted to have one last blink. I don't know, but he's a sick son of a bitch.
Hold up 1 second. Someone is calling my phone so many times in a row. Hello? What's going on? What's wrong? I'm not, babe. I just went live. What's up? I'm here. What's going on? Okay, if you got to do that, do that. I'll talk to you boy about it when you get home. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Love you, baby. I thought something was wrong as many times as you were calling. Good gracious. No, I thought like no, I meant like some action needed. I thought some action needed to be taken. Okay, love you. Okay, there we go. Next. Dang, she's fuming right now. My girl's fuming, but we're good. I'm like, damn, was something wrong? She called me like 5 to 6, and then it started the 7th time. I'm like, all right, something's wrong.
Yeah, it's time to answer.
Yeah,
Time to
something's
answer.
wrong. No, we're good though.
Okay, so I'm just so bumfuzzled over this whole situation that this mother was not allowed to be around her child, but yet they have somebody in their backyard who they know has had sexual relations or some type of sex activity with other minors,
Mm-hmm.
and DHS allowed that to go on.
Well, it said
was that not
enticing a minor from what I read. Now that's not what his last charge was. The one that I had seen was possession of a firearm felony, or possession of firearm by a felon.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen that one.
But didn't he have a record, like a long rap or something to do with kids prior to that? It seems like I heard that somewhere else, I thought I heard it on here.
I'm not too sure. I've seen some of it. There is one, like I said, enticing a minor. I've seen that, or enticing a child. I've seen that. There's, there's a bunch of different things though. The record is long, career criminal. So you would have to go through all of the charges and start going down them.
Right. So how does a father get away with the fact of leaving his daughter with her grandparents who are mentally ill and cannot care for her, and allow this man to take her to and from school?
I feel like it's because people have that babysitter. Here's a babysitter, right? That's what it was. That's what I think it was, truly. But that's just me speculating. I don't know that. That's why I'm waiting for that real story to come out.
Right. And I get that too. I know people get in a bind, and I've seen people post. It just infuriates me when in my own hometown when I see people post on Facebook. I need somebody to watch my kids this Friday night. I've got to work. Who would put a post out there to have anybody come watch their kids when you know nothing about that person?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've raised my kids, but I'm raising a granddaughter right now, and I guarantee you, would nobody get near my granddaughter that isn't family. She's spent the night with one person, which is a good friend of mine, that I know other than family. That's just, you can't, people are crazy these days. You can't just let your kids go whatever's convenient for you,
No, I agree. Hold up. They're about to show it right here, I think. I'm making sure we don't miss the presser. I'm looking at it.
No, yeah, don't miss. You can let me go to miss it. I was just furious when I got here. I got on late and I was asking what happened. Now I went back a little bit and heard where you said they found her in the river. But I had thought about that river when I was looking at that. Was it yesterday or the day before? And they were down there where that lady. I think it was yesterday. The girl where everybody cleared out. I thought, well, there's a river right there.
That was loud.
There's a river. Surely they checked that river. So are they just now checking it today?
No, they check. I have no idea. Like I said, there's a dam, you got a river, there's a lot going on. So I don't know if that dam connects to the river. You get what I mean? So I'm not sure exactly if she was dumped at the dam and ended up over at this river. Does it connect to it? That I don't know. I haven't took a deeper look into that actual search area when it comes to the Trinity River and the dam.
Yeah. Well, I think when they do the press, I think we'll get some good information. I liked that sheriff yesterday when he talked and he showed that press report that he did. He's very informative.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you calling in. We'll figure out more details. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you, ma'am. God bless you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll see what happened to Audrii.
Yeah, absolutely. Lock your doors.
Lock your doors. God bless you, man. Good phone call. A lot going on right now. I wasn't even expecting to come on, but when I seen this, I was like, I gotta come on right now. I was gonna come on later on, like I usually do at night, but after I seen this, I'm like, yeah, we got to catch this presser live, and I'm here right now, so we might as well just do it, right? I'm looking. I don't see that presser on. I see people saying Grizzlies live and all that, but I'm not seeing a presser playing right now. I mean, I see this.
All right, folks.
Right, that's what I see, but they haven't started yet. So we're gonna lock in and wait. We're gonna wait for them to start. You're welcome, Zoe.
After this,
Lady Joe, you're right
we're
about
gonna go
that.
back to the Trinity River Bridge. About 15 minutes after this conference, I'm gonna head back to the 59 freeway, right over the Trinity River, and I'll be live streaming.
Again, did you hear her? She said she'll be heading over there and live streaming after and doing some stuff.
I'm
So
not leaving from here.
say I'm not on or whatever. Just go on. Go to Grizzy's page. This is Grizzy Hood News. Let's share this in chat again because she's doing a very good job. Shout out to her. Boom. There's the link again for Grizzy Hood News. Show her some support over there on Facebook for all my Facebook people who rock out over there. Go over there, follow her. She covers a lot of different stories. She's not just covering this story.
The comments, okay, on this phone. So anybody laughing or anybody thinking this is a joke, I got you.
Tell them, girl.
4 minutes still.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover
All right,
for
4
sure.
more minutes.
So, Chad, as we sit here and wait, right? As we sit here and wait for this presser to begin, do we think? I appreciate you confirming that, Kels. Do we think that he put her in the dam like they were first searching, and that's why they were at this area because they were tipped off allegedly? Let's just go off what we seen on Broadcastify with them talking about. Hold on, is he talking? Let's make sure he ain't talking. I don't think he's talking.
We good?
I feel like they went downstream of the way that the current was going, and they kept searching along that line. That's what I feel like they did. And that's how I feel like they got to where they were at now. So they had to have some inside information from this dude. He probably told them, like it said across Broadcastify. It probably is true, allegedly. We'll find out if it is right now, because I guarantee we're probably going to get a lot more information than we've been hearing at this presser. And I'd be surprised if we didn't. You said I don't even want to hear what they have to say. Maybe if I don't hear it, I won't believe it to be true. Donna says, I know that's a missing little girl in Livingston. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. This guy was trying property too. The girl's dad was trying to do him a favor and let him stay on the property. Yeah, but this guy is a sexual predator, enticing children. Hashtag Audrey's Law. I'll be putting that petition up very soon. Trust me. And very detailed why. I'm going to explain exactly why I think so, because when I was younger, I was a victim to someone grooming me and doing very horrible things to me. And seeing kids lose their lives to, again, we need to wait for more information to come out on McDougal, if it is the case, but we do know that he was last seen with her, right? Taking her to the bus stop. She never made it to the bus stop. So as somebody who was a victim, I'm going to write this down. I'm going to sit down after I get off this stream and I'm going to put this petition in my words, just for the simple fact that I know what it feels like to be groomed, but I don't know what it feels like. I didn't, thank God I was able to tell somebody 2-3 years later, and hopefully we can get some laws to change, like, and name it Audrey's Law. So people aren't put in these situations. So it's against the law to leave your child with a predator. It just has to. I think that's what we need. Harsher punishments on that too. The punishments need to be up to 10 years in prison, minimum, for anyone who leaves their child around a predator. I will sign, Gene says. Same. Mine was by an infant school teacher, dirty bastard. I'm sorry to hear that, Isabel. It's fucking disgusting. Ain't it? My stomach curled when you just said that about this sicko and what he possibly did to this little girl. Did he tell them that she was in this dam? Or were they going to this dam and going to this river off of phone pings? Where is dad? I don't know. Hopefully they talk about that. Just Jen says, sorry, I haven't been around. I haven't been feeling well. Missed all of you. I wasn't on yesterday. I was busy all day long. Liz says, heartbreaking for her school friends who she loved. Diane, every murder matters. But when it comes to our children, it hits 100 times harder. T-REV, ever think about this? He tried to convince her to go see the mom. She refused. It escalated. Damn. No, I didn't think about it like that, but thank you for pitching that the way you did. The way when I look at those text messages, it's just different. And here we go. It's about to start right now. So let's lock in and we'll talk more about it after. Here we go. What is going on? I don't see nothing. No. Here we go. Still, make sure you go over there and show Grizzy some love.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
All right, hold up. I got you. Let's catch up to here.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. I want to first start by thanking the media for helping us with the coverage over Audrii, over her missing. Your help has been immensely appreciated. It has been great. I want to thank again everyone who has been engaged in the efforts to find Audrii, from the investigators to the volunteers who have spent countless hours in hopes of finding her, and to the community members who have been here supporting us since day one. I also want to say thank you to Trinity River Authority for lowering the water levels so that the divers could reach areas of interest. At this time, I sadly announced that Audrii's body was located at the Trinity River on the U.S. Highway 59. As a result of today's developments, I will discontinue the Amber Alert for Audrii, and I want to thank DPS, Department of Public Safety, for all their help in this alert. The information that we have gathered in this criminal investigation is substantial. The Polk County Sheriff's Office investigators, the Livingston Police Department, and the Texas Rangers, the game wardens, the FBI, Harris County Sheriff's Office, the San Jacinto County Sheriff's Office, the District Attorney's Office in Trinity County and Liberty County. It's just an outpouring of love from all of our law enforcement partners. My heart aches with this news, and I express with my deepest sympathies and condolences to everyone who knew, who cared for, and loved Audrii. The Sheriff's Office, we will continue to process the evidence that has been gathered to ensure that the justice for Audrii. And at this time, I will turn the podium over to the Polk County District Attorney, Ms. Shelley Sitton.
Thank you, Byron. My name is Shelley Sitton, and I am your Polk County District Attorney. I just want to take a few moments to explain how we're going to move forward from here. Based on all of the evidence that law enforcement has collected, they are in the process of preparing the appropriate arrest warrants for Don Stephen McDougal. At this time, we believe the appropriate arrest warrant is going to be for capital murder in the death of Audrii Cunningham. He is currently still in jail under an unrelated felony charge here. I understand that this is a very difficult time for Audrii's family and for our community. The substantial law enforcement resources that were marshaled by the Sheriff Lyons, I think should show you that this county and law enforcement, they will come out when they need to protect our children. And the assets that we have been made available to Polk County to protect our children have been substantial. And at this point, as Sheriff Lyons said, he'll continue to collect the evidence and process that. The district attorney's office is going to stand right beside them and follow through. And we promise that you can assure that the district attorney's office will be just as dedicated to this case as every one of these law enforcement officers that are standing behind you to do what is right for Audrii and bring justice to our community. Thank you. At this time, if you've got some questions, we'll open it up to a few questions.
Any indication of how Audrii was killed?
I cannot speak to that.
At this time right now, we have transported Audrii down to the Harris County Medical Examiner's office. At that time, we will await their results to be able to determine the cause and method of her death.
But evidence suggests murder.
We believe that there is enough evidence, yes.
Yes.
Did Don Stephen McDougal lead you to that location on the river where you found her body? Did he tell you where to find her?
That was evidence that we was collecting through the cell phone analysis, as well as through our videos that we were able to collect, and some of the information that we received from him, we were able to pinpoint and set. There were several points of interest that was turned over to us, so that we were able to develop. And thank goodness, and by the grace of God, one of those places of interest we were able to locate.
As I understand it,
what evidence links McDougal to the murder?
Evidence and right now, folks, when we start talking about how we linking evidence to McDougal and linking evidence to this case, we want to be very careful on how we do that. I would feel safe to say this is that there is substantial evidence through the evidence that we've gathered, and some of that evidence was even gathered by the wonderful witnesses and wonderful folks out there in the social media who sent us videos, who sent us pictures. Some of that, even that evidence helped us to be able to come up with these locations, as well as the evidence from cell phones and as videos to pinpoint these locations.
Can you tell us the condition of the 11-year-old's body and if she was dressed?
Welcome.
At this point right now, until we get all our information back from the medical examiner's office, we don't want to release any information concerning Audrii and condition of her body.
Can you at least tell us if she was found in the water? Portion of I-59 in the Trinity River. What directed you to that area of I-59 in the Trinity River?
That area is one of the first areas of our concern points of interest when we started our search on Friday, midday Friday. And again, that's going to be developed from some of the evidence. And then, yes, there was some points where he did give information, because there were several places that he said that he had went. So it wasn't a location where he said he took her, but there was a incidents where he said these were locations where he had gone.
Without this evidence that you talk about, would you have been able to find her where you found her? Without the evidence that you just described?
Yes.
You would have found her there?
We would have found her not through him, but we would have found it through the evidence that we collected from the analysis from phones and videos would have. Yes.
Was she visible to the naked eye?
You used a sonar. You used a sonar boat. Texas EquiSearch was out with their sonar boat, scanning the bottom of the river for her body. They're the ones that discovered the body. Is that correct? Found the image.
I'm not going to say who exactly or what agency discovered her body today. I will say this, that due to the lowering, we were able to contact TRA, Trinity River Authority. They slowed down the outflow from the reservoir, and it allowed the water to go down, and her body was discovered there in the water. But I'm not going to say whether it was Harris County or Montgomery County or Echo Search. It was a conglomeration of a lot of love and law enforcement networking together.
Sources have told us, though, that Stephen McDougal was the one that told you to lower the level of the river. We've been told that he actually told you to lower the water on the river. Is that true?
We talked to TRA on several occasions about lowering it when they got to the point, or they felt they were safe to start lowering the river. We were able to get them to do so. Whether or not Mr. McDougal gave us information on lowering the river or not to be able to locate her, that's information that we do not want to release at this time.
Sheriff, one more question. Sheriff, one more question. Is there any evidence that
Yep, he did advise that was one of the locations that he had gone. Not that he was saying that she was there or any other location, but we know that he went there as well.
Sheriff, is there seeking the death penalty?
Until we get all of the evidence and all the autopsy reports, we're going to have to hold and work with law enforcement to determine what is the best solution to this case. If the evidence supports that, that is something that we're going to look into.
Is there any evidence she was held somewhere else, or was she killed pretty much the day that she disappeared?
We do not have any evidence at this time that's showing that where she may have been held somewhere else. But again, we are still processing mounds and mounds of information and data. Mr. Bob, last question.
Is there any evidence that there was anything used to keep the body underwater?
That is information at this time that we do not want to release.
Do you have an approximate time frame for when her body?
Thank you all very much.
Thank you all for your questions. Thank you all for all that you've done for us to help bring Audrii home.
Sheriff, a message we are happy for the community.
Where the
This is for the ones you can't.
Is currently actually being prepared, and capital murder is currently in jail on an unrelated charge. These are some photo images right there. He is a man that is not new to law enforcement. He's had several run-ins with law enforcement throughout his history. We also found out here today.
My bad, I was muted, but I got it though.
Body is currently over at the Harris County Medical Examiner's office. At this point, they're going to try to determine the exact cause of death. That was something that was not made clear. Obviously, here, once we get the probable cause affidavit and we get some more details really ironed out on paper from the DA's office, again, those documents are still being prepared. But once it's on paper, we will have more information from that standpoint as well. Again, capital murder is the charge. The sheriff also spoke about the cell phone analysis because a lot of people were trying to figure out exactly the timeline. How did this play out? How did this little girl, who so many people thought
capital murder arrest warrant for Don Stephen McDougal,
school to hopefully get on the bus. But our Abigail Dye earlier in the week spoke to a neighbor who said every single day she sees Audrii walking to that bus stop. And that day, Thursday morning, she did not see Audrii. And that's some of the concern. This video here, for example, we also uncovered on Friday. That is McDougal right there speaking to law enforcement shortly before he was taken into custody on that unrelated charge. But again, cell phone analysis, videos from the public also contributed to them putting together some locations, not to mention
that like
Don
10?
himself. I don't want to say he was totally
no, I'm not
cooperating with
surprised.
law enforcement, but I can certainly say that he gave them certain points of interest. And that, again, contributed to them being able to find this little girl here today. One last thing here I want to mention. The Trinity River Authority, the sheriff mentioned that they were able to work with them to reduce the flow of the water in the river. And once that water was lower, they were able to locate Audrii Cunningham, 11-year-old body. Sad news here.
So they had to, all right, so again, news coming in that they had to lower the water in order to find her body. Interesting. I will open up the lines. 219-885-9693. What's your thoughts and opinions on what is taking place now? We need, you said we need jailhouse justice. I'm sure. Well, this type of person is just when they go into jail, they're going to PC immediately. They're going to PC immediately. They're not They don't want to be around people. They already know they're going to be a target. Trust me. 469. What is on your mind?
Hey, T-REV, this is Shannon in Texas. And that's just sick. That Trinity River is so awful for anybody to dump a child in there when so many people die by that river and so many whodunits get dumped in there. For an innocent little girl like that to be in that river, I am just sick about it.
It's disgusting.
I'm sorry I hung up on you a while ago when I was trying to redial 1,000 times, but this just is awful. I thought it happened up near Dallas where I live, but the Trinity River is just horrible. I can't imagine. And, you know, we have sex offender laws here. That fucker knew that he was not supposed to be around children. It's wrong. It's illegal. It's against the law. They're not supposed to do it. He just needs his balls cut off and executed.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion. I guess that's too strong for the public, but that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, somebody said the press conference is over. Harley, are you watching? Because we watched the press conference already.
Yeah, I watched it. I finally quit redialing and watched it. And
no. I'm talking to Harley Ryder in chat. They keep saying press conference over. It was on. It was on. I'm like, we're playing it. We played it. We're good.
Poor little baby. That's terrible.
It doesn't make sense whatsoever how, again, people allow that type of person to take their child to the bus stop. Crazy.
That's not right. That's illegal for him to be around her. And what mother? I was block mom. People used to ask me why, when the little kids would ask me, why won't you let your daughter spend the night with me? Why am I always over here? This is why. I had my aunt married a man named Don, and he had a stepdaughter that he had custody of, and my aunt adored that child. And he did terrible things to her. And one day when she was spending the night with me, she told me about it and told me not to tell anybody. Well, as soon as she fell asleep, I went and told my mother. And, you know, I've not had good luck with people named Don in Texas, you know, men. You know, and then there's that Trump. I just don't dig people named Don usually. I'd like to meet a good one, but I haven't yet. And as soon as I started watching this, I just knew. But for him to dump that innocent, beautiful little girl in the river is just sick. That river is so gross. He could have buried her. He could have treated her with any kind of respect after what he did, but no remorse. To dump her in that filthy river just appalls me. The kind of trash they drag out of there, how could he do that to her?
It doesn't make sense. Again, it doesn't make sense. And I feel like this is a prime example of you cannot rehabilitate predators.
Well, and that predator was breaking the law just being around her.
I'm just saying.
You know, an 18-year-old assaulted my daughter in the hallway her freshman year of high school. And that sucker had to move out of his house. His parents had to buy him an apartment because there were other children in the home, his sisters and brothers' kids. He wasn't even allowed to be around them. They know better than to go around kids. And their family knows better than to let them around kids. And I wonder what mother in her right mind would let her daughter be around a man who was not family. I mean, that's just, I've been accused of being overprotective, and even my kids sometimes hold a grudge about it. But, you know, they didn't get to do this or that. They didn't get to get dropped off at the mall. I don't care. You have got to watch your kids. People are sick. The media is sick. The stuff that they watch gets in their head. The songs they listen to, the pornography that they're able to get a hold of. You cannot trust anybody with a child. You just can't. I didn't. My girls went to church, and I wouldn't even let them go upstairs during children's service and go to children's church because I couldn't keep an eye on them, and I'm not leaving them alone with any man. Any man. Even there were even people in my family that I wouldn't let my children be alone with. People need to wise up. It's a sick world. Don't let people watch your kids. Keep your eye on them yourself. I don't care what you had to sacrifice. I bought my house on $10 an hour in 2012. Assumed my mortgage from my ex-husband on $10 an hour. And as soon as I got that done, I started substitute teaching because I wasn't going to have my kids unattended and watched and supervised. It was horrible. But we got by. We went without a lot. We had to ask for assistance. But I kept my kids. And they didn't go 5 doors down to the sexual predator's house, even though he had a little sister they were friends with. They didn't get to go spend the night with people who had older brothers and stepdads. No. People need to watch their kids and keep them at home. There's no reason for them to be running off and staying alone with any man. They should never leave my daughters alone with any man solo by themselves, ever. Never. I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's neighbor. Just don't do it.
How was he not supposed to be registered? I don't understand that one at all.
He was registered in Texas. All those, like I say, that guy who assaulted my daughter in the stairwell on the way to lunch in high school. He was made to move away from his kids. He was registered a sex offender. We've got maps where we can look up where the sex offenders in our zip code are. People need to do it. And furthermore, even though they're registered sex offenders, loopholes and, sick stuff happens. If they're sex offenders, it don't matter if they're registered or not. They're still going to keep being sex offenders. And if people are ignorant enough to let their babies, boy or girl, around anybody, a man that they don't know, especially a whodunit. I mean, some people get gorgeous tattoos. That's their deal. Live and let live. Ain't no fucking way I'd let my kid alone with any dude who was not with a female to supervise my daughter. If she needed a ride, that guy better have his wife with him or she ain't going. And even then, there's sick bitches in this world who will facilitate their sex offender lovers.
He's not a registered sex offender. Let's see. Right, everybody's going. He's not. No, he was not. I'm so angry right now. They're saying he's not a registered sex offender. He was not a registered sex offender.
Didn't he have a criminal history of
enticing a child?
Of what?
Enticing a child.
Well, right there. I don't care. Just the way he looks. Any mother in her right mind.
Let's go ahead and dive into it. Enticing a child is when the person solicits, entices, or takes a child under 16 years of age to a place for the purpose of child molestation or indecent acts. The offense carries a sentence of 10 to 30 years. How are you not on a sex offender list?
How is he not? If you reading that to me, I'm thinking he ought to be on the sex offender list.
I'm definitely reading it to you. I'm reading it to everybody.
And if nothing else, ain't he on probation or is that over with? And even if that, any mother, all you parents need to know, don't let your kids be around weird looking people. You can't judge people by how they look, but you got enough common sense to know if he ain't on his feet, if he's got a past, if he looks skeezy, don't. I don't care how desperate you are. Your kid can miss school or you can miss work. I've gone through it. I did not give one fuck. I was not letting anybody.
Now. I agree. Exactly. He's a murderer now. It's a family or parents' jobs to know who their children. Well, I agree, Aaron.
Overprotective or not, even if it's not necessary, better safe than sorry.
No doubt. I appreciate you calling in. And what the hell are you saying right now? I was about to say, I'm hearing something. I heard something playing, but yes. This is
that's my word to all the parents who are listening. Wise up, keep your kids with you. They may get pissed later and say you were overprotective. You may not make as much money. You may not be able to gift them as much privilege, but what matters in the long run is their mental health and their livelihood. They need to stay alive, and they don't, and they'll be ruined. Even if they live, they'll be ruined if anybody gets a hold of them and does stuff like that. That's what all these topless dancers, you look at it, and all these men who go to these clubs, they think they're supporting some woman who's trying to take care of her family and stay off drugs. But I guarantee you, you ask all those women, there's been studies done. These little babies that get molested when they're young, if they live through it, what do they grow up and do? And then once they get in that business, nothing else matches that money. They don't get out. So just don't. I did not leave my girls. I was a desperate single mother. We barely got by, but nothing, no money, no convenience, nothing was worth exposing my kids. And I guess it was a blessing that I learned what happened to my aunt's stepdaughter when I was a little girl, because that taught me early on, don't trust anybody with my kids. There were females I didn't trust with my kids. I didn't care what I had to do
with random people for sitters so they can have a night out without doing any research on who they're leaving that person with.
I don't give a fuck about a night out.
I appreciate
I didn't do nothing.
Thank you for being a voice in the community. God bless you, ma'am. I look forward to hearing from you again.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. God bless you. I appreciate you.
Like these parents, I don't care what they got to sacrifice. They need to take care of their own kids.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I agree 100%.
Thanks, T-REV. I love your show.
God bless you, ma'am. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for being a voice in the community. And again, we'll see as these details unfold. But
thank you for being a voice in the community. Thank you for being the voice for these little kiddos and people.
No, there's a lot more work to do out here. And I don't think the work will ever be over with, no matter how much we fix.
Well, people are learning from you, and I hope they learn from what I just said.
We want to be able to keep pushing it forward and being able to give voices to people and help families find their loved ones, because there's tons of different people that have missing kids. They have missing uncles, dads, moms, and I even have a personal friend right now. His dad's missing, and I just got a text message from one of my really good buddies, and his dad's missing right now too. So there's a lot going on. I don't know. The world today is going
for your friend's dad.
We'll see. I'll be checking.
Even adults, this world is sick, and people need to be careful. Stay home. Ain't no date worth leaving your kid alone. No convenience, nothing.
None whatsoever. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you again being a voice in the community, and keep spreading that. Keep spreading that, because that's the energy we want, and that's the energy that we need. God bless you.
The kids have got to come first. No date. I don't care how bad you're struggling.
Absolutely. Agreed. I agree 100%. 100%. Because a lot of I've seen so much shit. So I already know. But again, it doesn't matter what goes on in households. It is what it is.
I don't send you the right date.
No, listen. The point that we have, the things that are going on right now in households is, kids are being able to smoke weed at 13, 14, 15 years old. They're partying with their parents. So there's a lot of shit going on. You got parents that are buying and I've seen this with my own eyes recently. You got parents that are buying their daughters' friends all beer and letting them get drunk at the fucking house.
I've seen it too. My kids used to want to go to parties with people whose parents did that.
It's disgusting. It needs to change. Again, I thank you for calling in.
That's how you make miniature alcoholics.
God bless you. I appreciate her calling. If you want to call in, it's 219-885-9693. And that is what is going on in a lot of these households across America. These women and men, you got dads, moms, uncles, and people that are, enabling these kids to drink and smoke at the age of 13. That's going on. Let's talk about it. 585, you're live. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. What's going on? You were live.
Hey. I'm calling from upstate New York. I'm so sorry that the turn of events for little Audrii Cunningham happened. But with the previous caller, his charge was reduced to enticing a minor, so therefore he could be around children.
Oh, that was.
And I appreciate the previous caller's passion about not letting her children spend nights and stuff. I know my father would say, "Why do you want to spend the night? You got a bed right upstairs." He did not play that stuff. And we have to be more vigilant with our children and who they're around, looking at friends and relatives.
Enticing, so you enticing a minor. I even pulled up that exact definition over here. Enticing a minor, a person who commits a Class C felony when without authority and with the intent to commit sexual abuse or sexual exploitation upon a minor under the age of 13. The person entices or attempts to entice a person reasonably believed to be under the age of 13, including a law enforcement officer or agent, something posing. Oh, I get it. Posing is, I get what they're saying. Posing like undercover. I get it. I get it.
Well, obviously he was able to plead down, and so therefore he did not have to register as a sex offender. I also want to commend the police department down there. They have done excellent police work. They held him on a separate charge until they could get enough information to charge him with the crime. I believe they knew all along that he was guilty. They just needed evidence to make it stick. So they got him in jail so that he couldn't leave the county and leave the state. And I just want to commend them. It's a very difficult task to have to work on these kind of cases. But we just have to be more vigilant as parents, as people in the community. When you see your child acting quiet and doesn't want to be around a certain adult, look into that. There's a reason why. And we just have to be much more protective of our children. We want them to be independent within an age range and all that, but we just need to parent, and we need as a community to watch out for all children.
I agree. We got to. It's got to be taken care of better, especially and in school too, with teachers being in school and the way that these men or people who are committing these crazy acts of violence, running in schools and killing children. Also, I feel like there should be some armed security on all perimeters to help stop that too. But I mean, that's a whole nother subject. But it does fall in the line with protecting children in America, because a lot of these things are happening. Terrorist acts. Look, I mean, just the shooting that took place before in Kansas City at this parade. You know what I mean? It's there's a lot of things going on.
You know, we have to think about putting our children foremost. But children, in some cases, aren't important in America because they don't vote. So they have no political power. So that's why I think sometimes they're not put on the forefront as important issues because they don't vote. And so they don't seem to be a part of the constituent.
You know, you're right about what you just said, like with the voting part, with people not voting.
Because they don't have a voice.
You're
they don't
right.
have a voice.
You know, I didn't
and that's
start
why
voting.
that's why we in the community have to be their voice.
Yeah, I didn't start voting until when Trump and Biden were going head to head was the last time I voted. So I mean, that's I didn't really know and never voted beforehand, but I found out that it is very important, and that.
And we have to look at
You know what I'm saying?
We have to look at children of color. A lot of times they view young little black girls as runaways, and they don't put the effort on the investigation or starting an Amber Alert because of the racism about little black girls. That they're runaways, that they're sexually active at an early age, and therefore, don't believe that they should be looked at as possible of being abducted or molested. So we got to look at some of our racism and our biases around young Black girls, especially.
It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
A child is a child. We got to see
Agree.
past color. We
Yep.
got to see past economic situations. We got to look at children as children and protect them. And we've got to find a way to support families, single mothers that are trying to work and put food on the table. And, you know, not all single mothers are bad, but if you're trying to work 3 jobs just to really pay the rent, you know, so you just have to, we have to find programs that support these mothers, encourage them to go back to school and finish their education so that they could be get a better job. And we just have to come together as a community and help one another.
Yeah, I agree. And the abuse has no color. That's a fact.
Right. Okay, well, that's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry this was a terrible turn of events, but I kind of suspected because the first 48 hours are very crucial in child abductions. And when it got to be, you know, 3 and 4 days, I said, oh God, please. But, you know, we just have to let this be a lesson, and her life serve as a testament on how we need to be more loving and more vigilant in our community and who's around our children.
Agree. Well, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for being a voice in the community. We'll see how this turns out on details wise. What was the motive? I mean, obviously, I don't know if we'll find out the motive. Maybe we will.
You know, it's interesting. I've read some stuff on child molestation, and a lot of times these predators, they were molested as a child. And I just say, well, you know how you felt as a child, the shame, the pain, you know, the embarrassment. And why would you put that on another child as an adult? But it's true. A lot of these molesters, they were in fact molested themselves, which does not make it right, not an excuse, but it is a key factor.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this turns out. I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for sharing your voice. Thank you for speaking your piece. I appreciate that. Again, I hope you have a wonderful day. Lock your doors, stay safe, stay vigilant. We live in a
And
cruel world.
parents, you know, be kind to your children. Watch your children. You know, watch other people's children. Watch your neighborhood. You know, and just be on the lookout, and just be more kind and loving and protect children.
Good words. I think those are good words. God bless you. Thank you for your voice, your love and light.
Thank
I hope
you.
you have a
And
wonderful day, man.
And bless this child's family
Absolutely.
as they move forward. All right, then. Thank you.
God bless you. Wonderful. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. All right. I got to go get my results to my MRI, though. I missed my damn appointment, but I could still fit in. I need to go get the results to my MRI, so I will talk to you guys later. I appreciate everybody who came by. Crazy that it came down to this. We'll see what comes out as more information comes. But again, hit the like button. Make sure you comment on this video. I'm about to play the outro, and then boom, drop down in the comments, spread awareness, let people know Audrii has been found. I love you guys. Again, love and light.
Trinity.
remember love and light and lock your doors. Until next time, Rev Gang family.
He goes by T-REV, so we'll call him that as well. And he joins us now.
People get killed for other stupid choices. Standing up for the families that took a loss. This something that we find important. Rap gang strong, chest up. Little homie, keep your head up. You can be whatever you want. Get rid of the fake and it will lead up. All my life I strive for greatness. I manifested my time with patience. People try to copy us, but respect is earned. It's not an obligation. I love the fam and they love me back, and that's why I always have it back. So I give a voice to those people who were never given a chance for them slimy cats. When you come here, you ain't a number to me. I really take time to